walking you through my makeup routine and telling you all about my go-to brushes. Morphe M109, painting matte foundation onto the skin. Makeup by Mario F4 brush. For cream bronzer, I also like the Morphe M242. Using the smaller side of that Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I also like the Morphe M204 brush for cream blush. NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Morphe M133. This works under the eyes, but I prefer it to spot conceal around the face. This brush is no longer available. This is the Morphe, I want to say E1 or E2. The name has scratched off on the side. This was, or technically is, a large powder brush, but this is what it's supposed to look like. And I have used it so much that it is now completely flat on one side. It's so gross. I wash it every so often, but honestly, it's so caked and disgusting, but it works so well. So find yourself a large fluffy powder brush and just stamp it down on one side and you'll have the same thing. For bronzer, I like 3 different brushes, kind of just depending on what formula I'm using and what look I'm going for that day. I like the Dibs dual-ended brush, the Morphe Makeup by Ariel collab brush. I don't even know what this one is called, but it's the large fluffy brush in the set, and the IT Cosmetics powder brush. For bronzer today, I'm using the Dibs dual-ended brush, the fluffy side. This is another one of the Morphe collabs with Makeup by Ariel. I like this one for dusting away bake, for setting the under eyes, for blending out the seams of a bronzer. So just really kind of any sort of light powder work. Taking Blanc Slate on a fluffy brush, running that through the crease. This is a Morphe M511, and I honestly don't know if they still make this. I've had this forever, but any really large fluffy brush will do. Pencil brush, this is also from Morphe. This is an M321. Taking the shade Blanc Slate on the lower lash line. Same thing, I don't think that this is available anymore. I would imagine they have something very similar to a pencil brush and just a large eyeshadow fluffy brush though. I don't know what that would be because I haven't bought new eyeshadow brushes in a really long time. I guess that speaks to the quality though, so I've had these forever. Another 2 brushes from the Morphe and Makeup by Ariel collab. These are the flat shader brushes. One is more dense and fluffy than the other. Either one of these would work for this step. I'm using the more flat, dense brush, the less fluffy one, going into the shade So Complex, pressing that onto my eyelid, wrapping that So Complex shade onto the inner corner and tear duct with a brush, and then kind of rubbing it in with my finger. This has been my go-to powder blush brush. This is the Morphe M163. I use several different brushes for powder blush, but this has honestly been a recent discovery and has quickly become one of my all-time favorite blush brushes. I use the Morphe E4 a lot, and I don't think this one is available either. Very, very different, but if you want something a little more precise, I would go with more of a flat angled dense brush.